What are the ramifications of the Fairness Act for Social Security, and how does it affect most retirees? Hey, Steve, thanks for that great question. A lot of people want to know about that. Earlier this year, President Biden passed into law right before he left office the Fairness Act for Social Security. And what it deals with basically is this issue of these two things called Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP as it's called, and the GPO, which is also stands for Government Pension Offset. And it's going to affect about 3 million Americans in a very positive way. I'm actually very excited about it because we've got a lot of clients. Let me paint the scenario. It's for that person that has dual credit in both their pension. Perhaps it's a pension that never contributes to Social Security, like a federal pension, or maybe you're a teacher and you've paid into state teachers' retirement system. You know who you are if you're in one of those types of pensions. But let's say before you became a teacher or an administrator, you worked in the Social Security system. Maybe it was after high school through college, and you got 40 quarters. So you were fully qualified for Social Security, but you were already covered in a non-covered pension like a state or county pension. So back in 1983, there was a penalty kind of imposed upon those individuals. It was under President Reagan. They were trying to find ways to find revenue. One of the ways they did that was by reducing the amount of money you would collect from your Social Security. Thus, the Windfall Elimination Provision, where retirees would get their pension, their main pension, from the state or the government, county government, but then their Social Security would be greatly reduced. In most cases, reduced by 2/3. So let's say you had a benefit of $1,500, you ended up maybe getting $500 from Social Security because you were penalized, because for the majority of your work career you were contributing to a pension that was not contributing on your behalf to Social Security. Well, the good news is under this Fairness Act, they're going to go back to all employees that this impacts, and starting retroactive back to December of 2023, over a full year, and they're going to make whole those beneficiaries that are receiving both Social Security and their pension, and they're going to increase the amount of their Social Security to the full amount. And how that's going to work is there's going to be between $400 and $1,200 additional payments made to retirees who are eligible for both the Windfall Elimination Reduction and the Government Pension Offset, which, by the way, is the reduction of Social Security benefits for survivors or for spousal benefits. All of these numbers are going to be increasing. So that's a great question, Steve. And I can tell everyone watching this that there really is nothing you need to do. The Social Security Administration is aware of those individuals that are in this particular Windfall Elimination Provision bracket, and they will be going back and systematically updating everybody to the higher level, which is going to give you more money in your retirement budget, which couldn't come at a better time. So the good news is nothing you need to do. They'll come to you. But what I would do is probably recreate my login for ssa.gov, your Social Security login. Go in there and make sure that all of your settings are correct. For example, your bank link, that we know your bank accounts are up to date for where your Social Security checks would be deposited to, et cetera, et cetera. You just want to make sure everything is current in the system. So that's a bit of good news, a little bit of happy news before President Biden left office. Thank you, Steve, for that great question.